Just wrapped up my run today, man. What an awesome day to be alive. So I got asked a question by my friend yesterday while I was at work. He said, what's Aristotle's number one virtue? And I guessed a couple things, but it's courage. And he said, the premise is that without courage, none of the other virtues would ever even make a difference because you would never do the right thing. And so I was kind of thinking that overnight about that. And then, in my mind, the highest vice would have to be ego. And then I was kind of thinking, like, that's a gross oversimplification of this whole process because, I think there's a fine line. And then I did a little bit of research and looked up some Aristotle stuff. And so we had a thing called the golden mean. And that's that fine line in between things that kind of shifts it from a vice to a virtue. So if you have too much courage and then you just rush off and do these things, that's reckless. But if you have no courage, that's cowardice, and you'll never do the right thing, right? So there's that fine line between that. And then if you look at ego, if you go so far to one end and one extreme, you're doing things only for self, blindly to the actual reality. And then if you have no ego, you have a complete lack of confidence, you'll never be able to get things done. So I think that's important to keep in mind, is that there's a balance between everything, and it's that golden mean. And that is also a gross oversimplification of Aristotle, because I just searched in 5 minutes and that's what I found. So there you go. There's your philosophy lesson for the day.